First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Set! 180! 50! 7! Squeeze, double. Joker.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming.
And now look at him go. The 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
If I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wait, set! Wait, 20! Jumper!
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, it's Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Big series right here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, and a Lion first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got by oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Complete. Smith has it. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Alert!
On first down, Stafford here. Caught by Jones. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. On first down, it's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Switch up, switch up.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alabama.
Here's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Buccaneers 14, Lions 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All day, every day.
Here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Stafford. Complete to Jones. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. 50.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Check 25, check 25. Kill, kill, kill. Under 10, under 22.
They'll try to run this one in.
Check out.
No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Down the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
X3, 218, chopper.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. The run is turned away. On 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prater for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and very short, Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 66. 58, boy, 58.
Brady going to throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go,
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen. You go tight. 53. Ready.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Yeah, that's how we do, D.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He completes it to Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Hey, here we go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Brady now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
It is tough. Complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation there, the defense won the battle. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard
line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Stafford. He completes it to Jones. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Stafford now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Red 80. Mike 58, right there. Stop your lying. Big 20. 58 for Mike.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So that one will be accepted. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Check 3, check 3, 70.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Wait, set. Alabama, 380. Blue down.
Again, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He hits White, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as it get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Buccaneers.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Jones. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, This lead is very, very slim.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He'll take it at the 42. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Wait, 20!
Now Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 8-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Kenny Golladay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Set. Go 20. Pick it up. 11.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's moving.
Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's going to be caught, and he doesn't quite. Make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the 27, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
22. Check out. Omaha, ready to move. Check 13.
Here's Stafford. He's got Smith here. They needed 19, and that's precisely what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
40 got. 52.
Throwing again. Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run with McKissick. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 29. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday